Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and it's a new week, new daily races. We're going to go into daily race B on Suzuka, and to kick it off from the start for the first race, you can see we've got Kimi, the Kai, I don't know, Cesar Hito, got Harley. These guys are, yeah, some are the business and some are dirty, but yeah, no, let's get into this first race straight away. And yeah, no, I've very much been enjoying Gran Turismo 7. That's all I can say. So, at the start of this race, obviously we started P7 with Nissan Silvia. Again, we've done a decent time. I feel like we could improve, could be using different cars. But everyone has been using the Silvia really. Couple of like McLarens and stuff, but not too different. We've got a Ferrari there. Yeah, we've got not a big difference with everyone, but it is what it is. So again, the start of this race, we're gonna see Kimi in P5, and we're gonna try and go on the safe side this race for the least. As last time we got absolutely destroyed into turn 1 on the Nürburgring, the short track. But yeah, no, here we go. So starting in P7. Again, I'm still improving. I feel like I'm getting quicker as the weeks go on now. As well as as this last week I've been grinding without like braking, basically, with the braking indicators. You see CSR here actually goes a bit wide there, scuffs up that off a bit. It is, bear in mind, when I had this race, this was early in the morning. Weren't too early, but it was early enough. But as you see, the Irishman there does hit Kimi a bit. I oversteer on purpose so then Kimi's in front. But you know, we can see these two battle it out now. But yeah, I don't think Kimi's a very happy guy right now, because I think he wants to hunt that that Irishman down. As you can see, he's just trying to cut the corner, like, not cut the corner, but try and get a bit of an edge on Cole here. And Cole actually brake checks Kimi, and a lot of stuff happens behind. I'm gonna go on board with Kimi here, because it's just like he got brake checked, and then all the other cars started coming in. Kimi's just running CSR here, and oh my god! And then Cole actually brake checks him again, and oh my god, like, what is going on? Especially higher ranked lobbies. This can't be happening really, but it's what it is. We don't see much of Kimi in this part of the race now, so it's okay to say that. But yeah, no, so we're up to P4, and we've got the Key, RM, for the Italian, and Harley XI ahead. These guys are quick, and yeah, it did give me a couple of laps before actually the Key actually made a little mistake. And yeah, no, so I'm kind of on the end of him, but I can't really get up to the pace they are on. I'm kind of in between the Irishman and the three up ahead. So it's, you know, it's tough. But on the middle of lap 4, we are kind of catching Key a bit. The Key, I don't know if it's called the Kai or the Key. I was called the Key. But as you can see here, I got a bit too wide, and as you see on the radar, the Irishman is closing in and moving to that outside. I was covering the inside just so I could maybe hold that position, but the Irishman had too much speed, and unfortunately we had to let him through. Hoping he was making a mistake. He did go wide as well as myself, but I had to let off the gas as well, just so I didn't get a penalty. Going into the last couple of turns for this lap, and yeah, so we kind of settled in P5 now. Somehow I got a penalty there. I don't know how I got a penalty. I might have to look back at that actually, because I was a bit confused myself. I might have just went over the curve a bit too much, but it's what it is. So coming to the end of lap 5, it actually turned out that we stayed in P5, and P6 was 10 seconds away. So we kind of settled in for a nice first race of Suzuka, as well as my first race on like actually before before practice, so it was quite nice, quite cleanish. But yeah, heading on to race 2, I decided to change to the Alfa Romeo 4C, only because some of the times up in the leaderboards were with the Alfa Romeo, so I thought, why not just try it in a race. I did get a 10.6 in the Alfa Romeo, no, 10.7, sorry. But yeah, so that's why I was like, let's just give it a try. I was the only Alfa Romeo in the lobby, which was quite scary to be honest. But we're just going to test it out, see what it's like. Because again, we're in A+ as well, so we're going to be on high rated lobbies. I'm not going to have too much hassle. I was hoping anyway. But yeah, so I'm just going to go on board with the Nissan Silvia behind me, 2 places behind. And you can see the start I got is so poor compared to everyone else. This guy in the Silver actually goes up on the main side and actually kind of punts me a bit, but it is what it is. I carried on. It doesn't matter. So again, this race was all and truly just to see what the car's like in a race, basically. Even though it's quick on time, like the time trials or the qualifying, sorry. Just wanted to see, because this car I feel better cornering than the Nissan Silvia. This Nissan Silvia is obviously carries a lot more speed, but the grip of this car is just unreal. And you will see it further on in the race. But yeah, we still into P8. Again, we didn't start too high up within the pack, which is quite unfortunate. But as you see, a driver actually goes off spinning into the grass. The Frenchman, as you see on the head, and it didn't really work out for him, but he recovered quite well. As you see here, the German goes a bit too deep on the outside there, and I just tuck it in nicely. The Spaniard behind just got absolutely sent. But yeah, I tucked it in quite nicely, got the position up into P6, which is quite nice to see. So yeah, we're not losing too much time. It's just the long straights that's gonna, be an absolute killer for us. As you see, the Frenchman goes a bit too deep, so I take advantage of that, and I'm going to just hook it up the inside as well on this fast left-hander, and we'll get the job done, which was quite crazy actually. Again, that's a very nice move for me there, so that kind of worked out. But as you can see, the 2 cars behind are very close to me. I feel like I can carry more speed through here, but I just go a bit too wide, and yeah, the Frenchman and the German nearly coming towards me. I'm actually going to brake very deep there and actually regain that position, so which is quite nice. But there's only so much this car can do, and as you see, the Frenchman behind me now, you can just see the raw power without slipstream as well, which is a very unfortunate loss here, which we literally was trying to hold on for that position for so long. It just didn't work out for us, and here as well, we just lose it a bit, we just save it, and the German actually goes in front of us there and starts to pull away. But I think here I do actually go a bit too wide, and I catch the grass. So again, it's not turning out the best race for us, losing 2 positions there, which is quite unfortunate. So it's not really the best of races for us right now. We do have, I think that's a Ferrari on the McLaren behind, that's a Ferrari. And yeah, no, so not much really happened on that part of the lap. As you see, the Finnish guy actually we catch up to, which is quite strange. But we see we get a run here because we're obviously in the slipstream, and we may try and go for moving to turn 1 here. I don't think it will work, but this car's turning circle is very much better than the Silvia, as well as I feel like the Alfa Romeo just handles the corners so much better than the Silvia. But again, the Silvia is just an overpowered car in this class. He goes a bit too deep on like part of the S's, and again, I'm right on him. I can't really do much because braking a bit more early there, and I've just got to stick behind him. I can't really go for a move here. I do try and sneak up the inside, but just again the Silvia is just too quick, like with the cornering as well. I would say the Nissan Silvia is probably the best car to go with for race B this week. matters might change, could be different, but it does look to see the Silver is the OP car for this week for Suzuka. Anyway, so he's going to cover the inside here. I'm going to go a bit deep and try and get the switcheroo on him, but again, as you can see, we do get switcheroo, but again, Sylvia, as you can see, just pulls into gear and starts pulling away again, so it's not really the best of things which has happened, and I believe so. We do the exact same thing as we've done last time, and we actually mess up there again. The check, I think the check player, yeah, the check player behind wasn't really that close enough to get a pass, so we're going to go to the end of the race anyway. And yeah, finishing P9 in the 4C. Again, very hard car to drive in a race, but decent in time control, but you just need to know the car and how to drive it to actually succeed. But we go back into the Silvia, and I do get a better time in qualifying, 10.6, better than the 4C in the 10.7, but I feel like this car, I can improve so much more in this car. That gave me 4 laps to get that 10.6. So again, I'm gonna obviously be smashing out qualifying just to get into the top spots to try and get the best racing for this like week, basically, for this track as well. So again, so race 3. We got RTR Red Fox in this lobby, which is quite nice to see. I think he was driving the Aston Martin, I don't know what he was driving, but as you see, he's in P4, he did qualify in the Silvia, but he's changed up there. CSR Hito actually is AFK, I don't know why that was, but he improved on his time since the first race, which was quite nice to see. Everyone improves on this track, but everyone improves in general anyway, but yeah, so again, start this race, we're in P5, we was in P6, we've already gone up a position, which is quite nice to see. And as you can see, the Silvia obviously is the better car for this track, other than the 4C. And we're just going to try and test it out on this track, really, and it's kind of already looking positive as we are staying with the lead group. I think the Portuguese driver, I think he was in a Silvia, but as you can see here, it looks like the guy in second made contact with him, and he goes into the grass realm and nearly hits barrier as well. And we're just going to go on board with him just to double check, but I don't think he did. It was just literally oversteer over that curve, and yeah, he goes into the grass realm, nearly hits barrier, but unfortunately doesn't. So that go to P4, and we're going to come up into P3 if we do get the move on Silvia on the outside, which I don't think is going to work. So we're just tucking behind the German of Hakus. I'm not even going to pronounce that again. I'm just going to call him the German. So again, we're stuck behind him, and we're just going to try and see if we can get a move done sooner or later on this guy. As you see, Red Fox is up into P2. We just do the same thing again. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for us, we actually lose position this time. But the German actually makes a little mistake at the next lap, and we're right on his tail. We're going to try and move up the inside, maybe put him off there, and it just works. We're going to go on the inside there. He oversteers a bit, so it gives us a bit more out of that corner, and we gain position number 3. So yeah, up into third. We're going to try and catch up to the leaders, which is 2.3 seconds. I think it's a couple laps later, or is that a lap later? As you see, Red Fox is struggling a bit, has lost a lot of time to the Frenchman up in the lead. As you see, we go purple in that sector, so we are going pretty quick in this race. As you see, we are very, very close to Red Fox now. Big shout out to him. He's always very clean in the races, as well as the RTR members do say he's very clean as well. But yeah, big shout out to him. So yeah, let's get this racing underway in this final race. It's lap 4 now. All we got to do is try and get that bit closer to Red Fox here, and he does get a poor exit, and that's going to give us a bit of an opportunity to go for a move in this fast left-hander. As you see, we are well in the slipstream, and we're going to pull to that right-hand side. Are we going to get the move done on the outside, side by side, going into the very fast left-hander? We go a bit too wide, no contact there. But I tried it so much. It's just very hard to do, especially when you're carrying so much speed through that corner as well. Not like really putting the foot off the throttle really, or my finger off the accelerator on the controller anyway. But as you see, we're on lap 5 now, and we're gonna continue to get closer and closer again. He does have a little mess up. We do get a bit more closer, 4 tenths, 3 tenths, coming around this little hairpin here. Are we going to be able to get a move done? Now we're very close to him. I think, yeah, not even a tenth is the gap. I feel like we're going to try and go for a move here. Are we going to go on the inside? Yes, but it's not going to. We're not going to carry too much speed. He's just going to brake a bit later, so he gets that position ahead. And he has really bad exit, and as well as myself really, I have a bit of an oversteer, but we're in the slipstream once again, and we're going to try and go for a move. We're a bit further away from him than we was last lap. We're going to move to the outside and just see if we get the move done. We're a bit further than we was. We're running out of time here to get P2. A P3 we can set on, but we're going to try and make him have a really bad exit at this last corner. It's not going to happen, and yeah, we're going to survive for P3 for the end of the race, which is quite nice. Very nice battle with Red Fox, as always. It's nice to see another new track that we like to that we're going to be racing on this week. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. It should probably be another video on the Suzuka, we'll see. But yeah, as always, like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys. See you later.